Hey everyone, Mr. Schreiber here. I am not here today, but I'm going to be teaching you guys a lesson over simplifying algebraic expressions. And we're going to get right into it. So what you need right now is hopefully you already have two different colored pens. And I'm going to show you guys what I want you guys to do for solving algebraic expressions, or what I should say is simplifying. So we're going to first start with number 8. Can you guys go to number 8 right now? And the big thing I want to see you guys doing is boxing in like terms every single time, no matter what. When we box it in, you guys can see we have y minus 2y, and we're going to make that plus or negative. So do that right now in your paper. And after boxing it in, you guys will see that y plus a negative 2y will give you negative y. And then we have this minus 3. Those are not like terms, and that is going to be done. And that's all we're going to do for each of these. We're going to box in like terms using different colors. That's going to be an easy one to start with. Now we're going to move on. Can you guys take a look at number 10? Take a look at number 10. Actually, you know what? We're going to start with number 11. Go to number 11 right here. So for number 11, let's start by boxing in like terms. And the big thing I want you guys to realize is that when we box in like terms, always, look what I'm doing here, I want you guys to include the addition sign or the subtraction sign no matter what. It's going to help you determine if it's a positive or negative number. So negative 9x plus x plus 1x is going to be negative 8x. And then I'm going to grab my different color and I'm going to circle. Those are like terms. Those are like terms because they're like numbers. I'm going to make that plus a negative. And look at my pen right here. It's negative 5. That's a negative 5 plus a negative 8, which would be negative 13. And watch how I write this. It's a negative 13. I'm just going to put it as minus 13. It's the same exact thing. And circle. In fact, let's move on to 14. Let's move on to 14 next. 14, again, we're going to box in like terms. So I have this negative 9x. Notice how I box in the negative. And watch where I box in every single time. Box in the plus 2x. And here, the only other like terms we have are the plus 3, and you guys can see, and the negative 8, which I'm going to make that plus and negative. So we have here negative 9 plus a 2 is going to be a negative 9 plus 2. Subtract and keep the sign of the bigger family. It's going to be a negative 7x. And then that's a positive 3 plus a negative 8 would be a negative 5. If you want to make that plus and negative, that's perfectly fine. But when you look down below on your answer key down below, it's not going to have plus and negative. It'll just have a minus 5. Wonderful. Let's take on just two more. Can you guys go to, how about we go to 21? Go to 21 right now. Again, we're going to start by boxing in like terms. That's a 4x minus 5x. And again, if this helps you, watch here, 4x plus a negative. That's going to help you to maybe see it better. 4x, then you take away 5x is going to be a negative x. Now take a look. You can see the y, there's no other like terms at negative 8y, so we're just going to make that negative x minus 8y. And last but not least, and sometimes you have this, we have these numbers here, and we have a negative 4. So if you want to make that a negative 4, that's perfectly fine. Negative 4 plus 8. Negative 4 plus 8 is a positive 4. Negative 4 plus 8 is a positive 4. Plus 1 would be a positive 5. And notice something, you're always going to have your x's first, followed by your y, followed by what your constant is. So even if you have something different, it's still correct, but on your answer key down below, it's always going to be written like that.